What's going on, guys? God bless you. Carlos here with Serranos Mobile Detail in Dallas, Texas. Thank you so much for joining me in today's video. I'm very excited because guess what? It is a very busy day. Days like today does not happen to me very often. I'm usually prepared for my day. All right. Quick recap. Appointment time was 11 a.m., right? It was a definitely late start of the day. Clients just recently closed on their house, so they were busy with that. 11 a.m. was the soonest I could see the vehicles. They booked today for 2 interior details, which is a 4Runner and a Toyota Tundra. Once I arrived, right, client said, "Hey, what do you think of a ceramic coating?" And I said, "Well, it's a good choice." Me never thinking what's about to happen. Once I talked to them, explained to them what the benefits are, if they qualify for this package, she said, "You know what? Let's do it." In that moment, my mind was like, okay. So, fast forward, I had to go right back to my house, get all my stuff. Usually, I only carry what I'm going to be using for the day. I just don't like carrying extra stuff. So thankfully, I only live about 10 minutes from this client. So I literally zoomed to the house, grabbed the items that I needed, and now we are heading back. How long will this take for today? 2 interiors, 1 correction with a coating. Whew. It's about to be a crazy day. But hey, I'm bringing you guys along. We may skip some stuff just to fast forward this video, but hey, stick around. I'm very excited to show you guys a little bit on how I handle a day like today. Let's go. All right, you guys, before we get started, let's check out the exterior on this Toyota 4Runner. Obviously, it had a lot of heavy contamination. This paint was so rough. And obviously, we have to take care of all these bugs on here. For the interior, we did have a pet in here, so there's a lot of pet hair in there. And so we had to really get this interior dialed in. Alright, you guys, so we're going to begin this detail with blowing all the interior out. We're using the all-new, the Rack Company, the mini air tool that they came out with, right? And that is going to be the process for anytime I do an interior. This is what I do, right? And this is kind of what you guys are also going to be seeing throughout this video. It's just my process. Once we blow everything out, I'm following it through with the vacuuming process. I have the For Real Pro 2 attachment on the vacuum, and that is what we're using to just vacuum really well all the pet hair and everything, right? Next, we begin our interior detail process. That is pretty much scrubbing all this interior, blowing out the interior, steam cleaning all this interior, scrubbing the steering wheel, scrubbing the vents, scrubbing the seats. And don't forget, always move your gear shifter back and forth so you can kind of get in there as well, remove any grime that it could have, any buildup. Sometimes coffee spills in there, right, and it just makes this gear just kind of a little bit harder to move around at times. So make sure you get that always. Turn the car on, and it gives you just mobility to move the steering wheel around, and you can get all the crevices and everything in there. For the product of choice today, we're going with Jimbo's Cabin Cleaner. Smells amazing. It does really well for these scenarios. It's an amazing deodorizer as well. It's kind of what I use it as well. But it's a perfect cleaner for your plastics, your vinyl, your leather, even spot treatment, right? For your headliners, I've done it before. This thing is a multi-purpose cleaner and smells amazing as well.
It's me versus me. It's you and I. The time is now. It's do or die. I chose my path. No choosing sides. I'll take what comes. Hit for the ride. That guy. No more time for the bad guy. Never going back to the bad side. Need the holy water, get baptized. Yeah, I'm that guy. No more time for the bad guy. Never never going back to the past. I need holy water, get baptized. I'm that guy. That guy. That guy. That guy. Yeah. That guy. That guy.
All right, you guys are getting first glimpse of a new company that reached out to me and sent me some amazing pump sprayers. Can we say maybe the new killers? But anyways, I'm testing out these pump sprayers, and I gotta tell you, I cannot wait to give you guys my final thoughts of these pump sprayers.
Wake up and I do my job. It was always me versus me. It was never me versus you. Now I'm good. Wake up and I do my part. Wake up and I do my job. Just how I should. It was always me versus me. It was never me versus you. It's understood. Get up, had to beat those eyes. Got up and I beat those eyes. It's understood. It was always me versus me. It was never me versus you. And now I'm good. Wake up and I do my part. Wake up and I do my job. Just how I should.
All right, you guys, one of the things I highly recommend, and I can't stress enough, is having a good vacuum, having a good steamer. Is really going to make your job way easier when it comes to really these interiors that are hammered, right? So for this process, I'm using the Chief Steamer to steam all the carpet after I've done the pre-spray. The pre-spray is going to take care of loosening all the items, and then having a strong vacuum like this one, the 1001 DX200, as Drago calls it, the refrigerator. This thing just sucks like no tomorrow. And for those who want foam, and I mean some foam, the 604 Foam X Pro will be the choice for you. Now don't go crazy. I'm still in the testing phases with this product, but I wanted to show you guys so you guys could see it, right? Do expect full in-depth review on these pump sprayers after a couple weeks. I'm really trying to test them out, just like I told the brand. Let me play with them. Let me test them, and I'll give you guys my honest feedback. I do appreciate Sprayers Plus for sending me these 3 units to test out and give them my honest opinion. They reached out after seeing one of my videos using muriatic acid, and I'm very excited to work with them and hopefully get an opportunity. So again, shout out to Sprayers Plus for sending me these. I'm currently in the testing phases, guys, but do expect a full in-depth review very soon. All right, you guys, as we continue with this video, I just want to say thank you for watching this video with me, being here today on this premiere. So thank you so much. So what you're going to see here is obviously we are now doing the paint enhancement. We're using a Max Shine M15 millimeter Pro. They're new ones, the red ones, amazing. I love them. Definitely more power now. I paired it with a Lake Country orange pad. That's their SDO pads, I believe they're called. And we paired it with Coach Chemi F6, right? We polished this whole truck. It looks really nice. There's a lot of imperfections on this paint, I'm going to be very honest, just because it needed more like of a 2-step paint correction, even a 3-step. Lots of off-roading, you know, trail marks and stuff like that. But with this, I feel like it really made the paint pop, and that's kind of what we wanted. Just make the paint pop and just prepare for the ceramic coating, right? And that's exactly what we did. For the ceramic coating of choice, today we put Victory from the Victory Nano coating line from Drive Auto Appearance C5 Pro, which this is actually a 5-year coating. So my client got more. She wanted a 3-year coating, and honestly, this client has we celebrated 1 year literally on this day 1 year ago. She was my first client, new customer, and today I had the opportunity to service her again, but we were able to give her more. So it's truly a blessing and a testimony, and just of giving me an opportunity. So for the coating, we use C5 Pro. It's an amazing coating, very easy to use. Obviously, we were under high humidity, so it's more of a apply and just buff off. And in the beginning, you won't get like the slickness, but man, after a couple minutes, there is some slickness on this thing. So that's exactly what we did. Is we put C5 Pro, and it's just an amazing coating. And now we are to the tundra. By this point, I'm gonna be very honest. My body was already feeling it. So I made a call to one of my good friends, literally neighbor as well, in my new community that I'm living in, Barlow Auto Detailing. So if you're watching Barlow, hey, shout out to you for just, bro, taking a last minute client, me, to come and help me. So once he showed up, obviously, I've never worked with Barlow. This was my first time, and I gotta be very honest. It was truly a breeze. Once he showed up, we kind of created a game plan, which is kind of you're seeing is just us just talking, and then just me kind of guiding him on how I want to do things. Right. So I just told him I'm gonna blow. Please start vacuuming, and then I'm gonna start cleaning the interior, and then you do the pre-spray, and then I'll do the conditioning, and then you do the extraction, and then clean the windows, and then we went right into the car washing. So working with Barlow was truly a blessing in disguise, because man, he just helped me get this thing done. We finished the whole interior on this truck within 1 hour. saw that, right? That's how it's clean. All right. Alrighty, guys. The time is now 5:45. The Forerunner has been it had. All right, you guys. We are finally done with both projects. We started at 12 p.m. It is now 5:45. I successfully was able to do a full interior detail on the Forerunner with a paint enhancement and a 3-year ceramic coating. I finished that Forerunner at about 4 p.m. Um, and that's when I had to make a decision that you just have to do it. Could I have attacked this truck on my own? Definitely. But sometimes there's a point where you just got to tell yourself, you know what? Get some help, right? And that is when I ended up contacting one of my good friends, Barlow Detailing, out of Princeton as well, which he actually lives. We live in the same neighborhood. So I was like, man, let me hit up Barlow. Let me see if he's not busy. And thankfully, he gave me the opportunity, and he literally drove down here to help me finish this Tundra. This Tundra, we literally finished it in about an hour max. We started probably 4:15. I started it, and then with him, literally, we finished it in about an hour. This Tundra here also received an interior detail, the whole 9 yards on the interior. On the exterior, we did a deep clean exterior wash as well. We put Coach Chemi PW, the protector wax, on the paint as well, just to give it that pop and that slickness. And man, this thing actually shines pretty good when it's clean. I will say, hey, I've never worked with Barlow Detailing. We've kind of gone to dinners and lunches and stuff like that, brunches, detailer meetups. But today was truly one of the first times that I was able to work with him. And as you guys saw towards the very end, well, throughout the video, him and I were truly like in sync. At no point I felt like we were running into each other, which makes the process way easier, right? So one of the tips I want to give towards the very end is, if you plan on working with another guy, make sure, one, the guy is very knowledgeable in the field and knows exactly like how to follow with you, right? And as you guys saw, as I was blowing, he was vacuuming right behind me. That way we never ran into each other. Once he finished vacuuming, we went right into I started the steam cleaning, the wiping down, all of that. And then by the time I did that, he came back with a pre-spray and sprayed the carpet. So we use Carpet Bomber on the carpet with the enzyme cleaner. And then we followed it up with the vacuum, with the extractor. And then I came back with the conditioning phase, which was very quickly. He cleaned the windows, closed the doors, and we started the exterior wash. That is a very quick process and efficient process to get the job done with somebody that knows what they're doing. If you're going to work with somebody that maybe does not have the tools and the equipment you might have, you will be kind of backtracking a bit because something is going to be missing. But when both of you have literally the same equipment, it makes your job so much easier. So again, a huge shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for kind of tuning in throughout the process on both the Forerunner and the Tundra. I know some of you guys were probably like, there's no way he's going to be able to finish. Hey, we finished it. And they even gave me a 6-pack of beer. So that's going to be, I can't drink them right now, but when I get home, yeah, I'm popping like 3 of those open. Anyways, hey, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. As always, God bless you. I'm going to catch you guys on the next one.